and they're off.
Welcome to PA Harness Week for the final time this season. Racing's fastest paced half hour truly felt like racing's fastest paced season.
Oh, I know it did. It was unbelievable. I blinked my eyes and I was like, I can't believe this is the last show.
I know.
I'm so sad, but we still have a half an hour together.
So much to get to today. So let's show everyone what we're going to see. This week on PA Harness Week, a dead heat at Harris, Philadelphia. Those are always fun to see. Plus, you'll meet outrider Tia Schaefer, and of course the hottest races from Harris, Philadelphia, and the downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. All of that and plenty more is all next on PA Harness Week.
Before we get into our race of the week, we probably should point out the obvious. We have masks on today because we are inside shooting in the paddock. So anyway, just in case everyone out there is wondering what the deal is there. All right, so now the race of the week. It is coming to you from Harris, Philadelphia. We have two divisions of 3-year-old colt and gelding trotters. They're going for a purse of $95,000 for the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes.
Now this is race number 6. Now watch out for the entry of number 1, that's King Alfonso, and 1A EL Ideal, both from the Aki Svanstead stable, and number 5, Maester Amon, the namesake of a Game of Thrones character.
Up the back stretch, Amigo Volo by a length and a quarter. The EL Ideal races in second. Master Amon's along the inside third, and now bordering up on the outside, Patriarch Caliber with a first over initiative. Paulie Walnuts is being drug into it now, second over 3.5 lengths off the lead. King Alfonso moves to the outside to take up third over positioning after getting shuffled. Then Swiss House on fire, and Mr. Walker's getting outperformed. 3/4 on the board, 125-1. Amigo Volo leads it by 3 parts. Patriarch Caliber's grinding. EL Ideal is tightening. Master Amon looks for racing room fourth. Paulie Walnuts on the outside starts to decline as the flow starts to deteriorate. They straighten away. Amigo Volo stepped down for the drive. EL Ideal is out for the drive. Up the inside, Master Amon with ambition. Mid-stretch, Amigo Volo outside EL Ideal. Inside, Master Amon. 3 horses down to the finish. It's tight for win.
Mike Bozich was right. It was tight for the win. So tight that they could not even separate them at the wire. Yes, we have got a dead heat here between EL Ideal and Master Amon in 153-3. EL Ideal is driven by Tron Smetshammer for trainer Aki Svanstead. And then we've got Master Amon, driven by Tony Morgan for Marcus Melander, the trainer. Now, Tony Morgan has been voted the Harness Tracks of America Driver of the Year 4 times. And Tony Morgan has also won more races than any other driver in the entire country, 5 different seasons. So this dead heater is just one more to add to his over 16,600 wins. We talked to Tony about the dead heater and also his, no pun intended, drive to win.
A dead heat, you just don't see that much. When you crossed the wire, did you think you won?
I wasn't sure. I couldn't see the outside horse good enough to tell whether I won or not. I knew it was really close.
And you've been racing double headers, different tracks since you were a teenager. How do you manage your busy schedule?
I thrive on the work. I like the work, and I'm better when I stay busy.
You've had a lot of awards, a lot of titles, and obviously love the sport. What gives you so much passion? What do you love so much about harness racing?
I was raised in the business. Everybody in my family for 6 generations raced horses, so it just came kind of natural for me.
A big thank you to Tony for that wonderful interview, but it is time now to take our first break. When we come back, it is all about Sire Stakes racing. We've got stakes events from right here at Harris, Philadelphia, and stakes events from the downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. All of that on the other side.
Luz Pearlman starts to open up the lead now. He's up by 2.5 lengths, make it 3.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Started rolling as Luck Be With You, and Luck Be With You is out and after the front, and some star somewhere tracks that move on the outside.
The world is full of compromises, but not here. Not on this day. Not in this race. Not in this sport. Every bet is a hope. Return on investment comes in seconds. This is harness racing. We welcome you to the Harness Racing Fan Zone. See it all for yourself. Feel it in all the passion. Share that experience with others. The Harness Racing Fan Zone puts you in the driver's seat.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week Racing's fastest paced half hour. Before our break, we promised you Sire Stakes racing.
Yes, and we're going to stay right here at Harris, Philadelphia for more of those 3-year-old colt and gelding trotters. Again, the purse is almost $95,000. We've already seen one division, and this is the second one.
And now we're going to take a look at race 11. Here we've got Swedish trainer Aki Svanstedt making a big present, sending out 3 from his stable. Dee Dee's Redemption, Gangster Hanover, and Harley K. But the favorite in here is number 5, Hell Exotic, who's looking for 2 wins in a row.
It's Trond and Hell Exotic up by a length and a half. Outside, Gangster Hanover moves up now second. Beyond Chronos is third. Outside, Romani Blue Chip is 3 lengths off. A good going front stepper, 125 and 3. Forward quarter 3. Off stride in the back, Chestnut Hill, top of the stretch. Hell Exotic scampers off the lead by 3 lengths now. Beyond Chronos is second. Outside, Gangster Hanover third. Romani Blue Chip shifts into ground-saving mode as they straighten away for the stretch drive, and it's Hell Exotic. Hell Exotic is opening up at will. In between Beyond Chronos, they battle for the minors. The major goes to Hell Exotic in a major way.
We have got Tron Smedshammer back in the winner's circle, this time with Hell Exotic in a wire-to-wire, take no prisoners kind of race. It is an absolute romp. This horse wins by 7 lengths in 153 and 4. Now the Muscle Hill Sun is also trained by his driver, the Norwegian native Tron Smedshammer. Second was Gangster Hanover, and then third went to Beyond Chronos. We have more action from Sunday and more Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action. This time, though, we're going to the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, and we have got 2-year-old colt and gelding pacers going for a purse of over $70,000. This is the first of 3 divisions.
And this is race number 5. The 6-5 favorite is Always a Mickey, showing off with the fastest career best in here. The second choice is number 3, Chase H. Hanover, with Hall of Famer David Miller at the controls. So let's send it up to Jim Baviglia for the call.
On the back stretch now. The lead belongs now to Always a Mickey. Dunn not asking for much. Chase H. Hanover staying very close in the pocket, second from fourth. Captain Sleaze revs up for Tim Tetrick first over to within 3. Staying inside, Hullabaloo is fourth, only 2.5 away. Crunch Hanover picks up the cover second over. Then Lindy's Always Thinking inside, and Literal Ad Hanover outside. Always a Mickey at 3/4 and 123 and 4. 28 even third panel. Well rated middle portion of the mile for Always a Mickey. Still there by a length. Chase H. Hanover hasn't gone anywhere. Captain Sleaze has dropped back third. Up on the outside, fourth, Crunch Hanover. Top of the stretch comes down to Always a Mickey and Chase H. Hanover. Always a Mickey by 2. Chase H. Hanover surging on the outside. Always a Mickey short striding a bit. Chase H. Hanover coming on, but Always a Mickey will hold him off late to win it by a half length.
Always a Mickey, who is obviously the son of Always B. Mickey, the legend, is really making his daddy proud with his exceptional performance in 151 and 1. Dexter Dunn is in the driver's seat. The horse is trained by Nancy Tactor, and this is a new career mark in this horse's young career. We've got Chase H. Hanover taking the place spot. and a literal lad Hanover getting there for the show money.
And now taking a look at the 10th race from the Sunday card. This is the second of two divisions in the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes event for freshman pacers. Number 1, Luz Perlman, is getting the most support at 3 to 5 odds. And number 6, A Buck a Bet Hanover, is the most lightly raced of the bunch with just 2 starts so far in his young career.
Luz Perlman starts to open up the lead now. He's up by 2.5 lengths, make it 3 now over A Buck a Bet Hanover. Third is Captain Jack Hanover. He's 5 away. Next up, Summa Cum Laude. To the outside goes Bayfield Beach to follow the cover. Then Seth Hanover 6th, and the trailer is Gamblin' Mo. Still Matt Kakaley and Luz Perlman leading it by 2 lengths now over A Buck a Bet Hanover as they come to the 3/4 pole. 1:23 3, 27-1 in the backstretch. Luz Perlman still by 1.5 lengths as McCarthy and A Buck a Bet Hanover inch up closer. Summa Cum Laude on the outside, starting to move up third. Captain Jack Hanover lagging 4th. Top of the stretch, Luz Perlman still by 1 length from the pocket now up to the outside. A Buck a Bet Hanover pulls up even. A Buck a Bet Hanover takes the lead away. Luz Perlman going to suffer his first loss, and it's A Buck a Bet Hanover who does the job for Andrew McCarthy.
Luz Perlman was doing the work on the front, just couldn't keep that pace going, but A Buck a Bet Hanover gets a great trip, comes up the passing lane to win in 1:51 2. We've got Andrew McCarthy in the fight for this one, and this is actually his maiden victory. He's a son of Betting Line and trained by Tony Alagna. Just a length. For second was Captain Jack Hanover, and third went to Bayfield Beach.
And now let's take a look at the final division of Sire Stakes from this night at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Again, we've got a purse of over $70,000 for 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. This one's race number 11. We've got number 3, Southwind Gentry, as the favorite at 2 to 5 odds, going for 3 consecutive wins. Second choice in here is number 6, the Legend Hanover, who looks super sharp, coming off an impressive qualifier.
To the backstretch, the Legend Hanover still up by 1 3/4 lengths. Which Way to the Beach, striving to stay close. 2 back to third, and My Sweet Boy Max, and now Southwind Gentry. First over for David Miller, has to make up 5.5 lengths. Highland Beach's Best finds good cover second over. Inside 6th, Captain of Rock and Roll. Then Stonebridge Reef, Straight Talk of the back. It's still a 2-length advantage for the Legend Hanover at 3/4, 1:24 27 3 third panel. The Legend Hanover has been there pretty much since the start, and now off stride goes Southwind Gentry. Highland Beach's Best, Which Way to the Beach in the pocket second. Further back to third, and My Sweet Boy Max top of the stretch. It's the Legend Hanover. Tim Teacher calling on him for more. Which Way to the Beach out of the pocket is moving up now. Which Way to the Beach and the Legend Hanover. Which Way to the Beach. Marcus Miller from the pocket for the win by a long neck.
It was another speedy mile for these 2-year-old Pacers as Which Way to the Beach crosses the line in 1:51 1. We've got Marcus Miller steering the son of some beach somewhere to a perfect trip. This horse is trained by Roland Millar, and finishing second there was Legend Hanover, and he did the work on the front. Third was My Sweet Boy Max.
We do need to throw the brakes on again, but when we come back, we'll introduce you to the outrider, Tia Schaefer. And in our blast from the past, we're going to head back to 2014 and a horse that was a household name.
Market share has been unleashed now, driving up on the outside.
In the world of standardbred racing, only one name is synonymous with this kind of success, this kind of history, this kind of greatness, this kind of legacy, and this kind of unparalleled promise for tomorrow. Proud of our past, excited about our future. You know the name, that one name, Hanover, the greatest name in harness racing.
History. It's written by winners. At Diamond Creek Farm, we're breeding champions and rewriting the history books. Diamond Creek Farm, a cut above.
Week Racing's fastest paced half hour. It is time now to shine the spotlight on one of our favorite horsewomen.
We all know that keeping our horses and drivers safe is paramount when it comes to racing. And today we're going to meet a lady whose job is to do just that. Her name is Tia Schaefer, and she's the outrider at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Hollywood, stop fighting.
My name is Tia Schaefer, and I'm the outrider at the Downs at Mohegan Sun at Pocono. As an outrider, my job description is to check equipment for the judges, communicate between the judges and the drivers on the racetrack, keep an eye on all the horses. Not every horse is going to behave perfectly, so if a driver is having a hard time controlling his horse, or the horse doesn't steer right and doesn't want to turn to go to the car, I go ahead and step in on my horse and help the horse, whether it's to calm it down, to help it turn, to get it to go to the car. All of that is just making sure that everything is as safe as possible for every participant, equine and human.
Drivers, please be aware of the fall on the backstretch.
Sunday night we had an accident in the 13th race. I set up inside the pylons, waited for the race to pass me, and waited for the horse to get near me, and I turned around and started cantering the racetrack.
Looks like we have all horses accounted for right now. Right now, Tia Schaefer handling the one loose horse, doing a great job at that.
So my horse Red was able to just stick right with him and got me close enough to lean over and grab a hold of his reins. Being the one that everyone looks to help is a huge part of it. I love being needed. It's one of my personality quirks. I enjoy the fact that everyone comes to me. Hey, my horse isn't going to turn in this race. Can you help him? Absolutely. Hey, my horse might do this. Can you help me? Absolutely. It's a blessing. I love being able to ride horses. I love being around my horses all day, every day. There's nothing that I would want to do different. If you're interested in learning more about the harness racing sport, come out to the racetrack. We race 4 days a week. You can absolutely come out anytime. It's free. Come watch the horses, see the passion that they have for it. Watch them go behind the car. There's nothing more exciting than seeing horses behind the race car. Come out and say hi to me. I'll be happy to answer your questions.
What an incredibly important job at the racetrack that a lot of people, they don't realize how important it is. And thank you to Tia and all of those outriders all across America helping our horses and drivers.
Yeah, thanks so much for that, Heather. It is time now for our blast from the past. Well, since it is our final show of the season, we figured we'd feature a track record holder from right here at Harrah's, Philadelphia. We're going to head back to May of 2014 for the Maxie Lee Memorial that includes some of the best trotters of our generation.
As they race on to the opening quarter, they've reached that station in 26-1. So they come towards us for the first time. Savruga's loose on the lead. Advantage 3. Arch Madness gets into the pocket now. In front of Daylon Magician, who's third. Market Share is fourth under a good Tetrick hold, 4 lengths away from the lead. Undercover Strike drops in fifth. Racing in 6. DW's New York Yank as they go around the turn. Opening night is 7th and 7 away and trailing the field last of all. As they make their way to the half is Not Afraid. They get that station 54-3. 28-2 for the second quarter. quarter. Up the bank stretch they go, and now Market Share emerging out of fourth. Sevruga's got the lead by 3. Arch Madness is second. Market Share has been unleashed now, driving up on the outside. Undercover Strike moves up, dropping back there is Daylon Magician. Into 6th goes DW's New York Yank. Into 7th goes Opening Night, and the trailer's Not Afraid. Around the turn they go. Sevruga's still there. Market Share drops into the pocket. 3/4, 122-1. They come to the top of the stretch. Sevruga, no, Market Share is out for the drive at the head of the lane. 2 lengths back to Undercover Strike into 3rd. Arch Madness back to 4th. They straighten away. Sevruga on the inside. Market Share on the outside takes the lead. Sevruga trying to battle back. 4 lengths back to Undercover Strike. Far outside DW's New York Yank down to the finish. Market Share has done it.
When announcer Mike Bozich says Market Share has done it, there are a lot of it's here. First of all, Market Share wins the Maxie Lee Memorial and a stakes record of 115-2, which is also an overall trotting track record at Harris, Philadelphia, and at that time was a world record for a trotter on a 5/8 mile oval. This horse was trained by Linda Toscano and driven by Tim Tetrick. And we spoke to Timmy about this trotter who really has a special place in his heart.
Tim, we're going back to 2014. How well do you remember that Maxie Lee?
That's pretty good. He's a pretty special horse to me. In 2012, he won the Hamiltonian for me. So Market Share has always got a soft spot in my heart. So it's not hard to forget him.
Yeah, he won almost $3.8 million, and you were his primary driver. You had so much fun with this horse. I know you won your first Hamiltonian with him, but explain more how important he was.
Well, he was always there for me, and like you said, he made over $3 million, and I made most of that with him, and you know, he gave me a lot of thrills, and there for a couple of years, he was really hard to beat, so he was really top of his game.
And I think one of the cool things is now he's retired, but you actually had part in his new profession after he got a sulky taken off of him.
Yeah, you know, he didn't make it to the stallion, so they brought him to our house, and my wife taught him how to ride, and had to re-break him. He was a little spoiled, and you know, but he deserves to be, and now he's living a good life, and you know, I'm just happy to be part of his.
Well, it's week 13, and we've had Tim Tetrick on the show at least 13 times. So I feel like we've shared a lot of tidbits about his career. There's got to be something that they don't know about Timmy.
Yes, we're staying with the Tetrick theme for the trivia question. Okay, so Tim Tetrick has won more races than any other driver in harness racing history in a single season. All right, he had that season, he had 1,189 victories. So the question is, what year was it? And I'm going to give a little hint. Tim's first win was 1998. And this is 2020, so it gives you a range to work with.
Definitely something to think about. We'll have Heather's trivia answer when we come back. Plus, what is trending in the world of harness racing? We'll see you on the other side.
Ramona Hill takes the Hamiltonian.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on!
It's Niatros by 4, and he's going away!
The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, a place where heroes come to life, preserving harness racing's treasured past, while promoting its exciting future. And now get ready to harness your excitement with the thrill of harness racing's 3D simulator. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, now offering free admission. Bigger, better, bolder than ever.
The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, changing lives since 1976 by providing unforgettable experiences while educating young racing fans. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, hands-on equine learning at camps across the country and driving exhibitions. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, providing scholarships, leadership programs, career and college information. Support the Harness Horse Youth Foundation. Log on to hhyf.org and find us on Facebook. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, growing our future with enthusiasm.
PA Harness Week. Before our final break, we were talking about Timmy Tetrick, and in our trivia question, Heather wanted to know what year he had a really big season.
Yeah, so he had 1,189 wins one season, more than any other driver ever in harness racing history, and the year was 2007. Everyone on social media is just loving these pictures of Andrew McCarthy after he won the Hamiltonian with Ramona Hill. You can see him getting a fist bump from Yannick Gingras. Yannick is really happy for him. So is one of his BFFs, Dexter Dunn, giving him a fist bump. We have such a competitive sport. You know what, though? We've got so much mutual respect, so much sportsmanship. It's just beautiful. And I want to mention that these fist bumps were COVID approved because they do have their gloves on.
Awesome. And I would give you a fist bump, but we don't have our gloves on. Just our masks for today. And we see so much love going on in those pictures. And just because it's our final week, that doesn't mean you can't catch up with Heather and I on our social media pages. You can find us always on Facebook at Harness Week and on Twitter at PA Harness Week. And if you miss us in the off season, you can always head to our YouTube channel, watch this episode as well as all of our previous content on our YouTube channel.
And of course, although this is our final week, we want to encourage everyone to get out to the track, to the simulcasting outlets. This is what the deal is with our live racing schedule. At the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, live racing Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday, the post time is 12:30 p.m. Sunday post time is 5 p.m. At Harris, Philadelphia, the live racing schedule is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Post time is 12:25 p.m. Sunday post time, 12:40 p.m. Remember, you can't go by the apron or in the stands, but you can go to the simulcasting part of our facilities.
And if you are a quarantine bettor through and through, you can still make your bets online. For Harris, Philadelphia, you can head to pabets.tvg.com. And for the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, the website is ibetmohegan.com.
And since it is our final show, we have so many thank yous to give out. First of all, I want to start with Sam Beagle and the directors of the Pennsylvania Harness Horsemen's Association. And of course, Rachel Olchevsky from the PHHA, the publicity maven, Jen Starr, we love you. Our announcers this season, especially Mike Bozich and Jim Baviglia. Also, Rich Worthy and his video team at Harris Philly, Nelson Spector and his video team from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. And of course, our man with the plan behind the camera, Bruce Casella. Whoa, we love you. There are so many people to thank. Just a big thank you all around.
Yeah, and I want to say a big thank you to Charlotte McBride for hooking me up with this wonderful crew. A big thank you to Heather, Bruce, and Rachel for having me on the show this year. We are so glad that you tuned into our final week. Until next year, all our best from PA Harness Week.